Heartsprinkle.
Hey guys, it's Krystle, and today I'm going to show you how to make this polymer clay ergonomic crochet hook. Here's an example of some of the ones I've already made. So let's get started. The materials you will need is a crochet hook, some polymer clay, bacon bond, some needle tools, a blade, a stamp, a brush, glaze, and a ruler. Starting with your hook, clay, and your bacon bond, we're going to take 2 sections of clay and we're going to condition it until it's soft enough for you to sculpt. Now we're going to take the bacon bond and put some on the crochet hook, only in the section that you're putting the clay on. Take your clay and press it onto the hook evenly, that way you prevent air bubbles. I start to taper the ends on both sides so I can start to see its shape for the teardrop look. Now look at your entire hook to find the center. This is where we will place the band and the heart. And also this is where like the 2 teardrops meet. I like to use a knitting needle to press that into the middle there so it's easier to shape. And constantly rotate your hook to make sure that the clay is balanced and evenly distributed onto the hook. And this is where we're going to start tapering the top first, but I like to measure where it ends, which is about 1.5 inches from the tip of the needle. Be careful and mark where you're going to cut it, and just cut off the excess clay there. I like to constantly rotate the hook as I shape the 2 bulbs, and I pull slightly and press down as I, bring up the clay a little further to the top just to make it taper a little bit more. But yes, the constant rotation of the hook helps you make sure that it's, balanced and not crooked. And it's the same process for the bottom portion of the hook, except it's just a longer taper. Once you're happy with its shape, you want to check the alignment and make sure that, it's actually straight and not crooked. Now we're just going to set this aside and start working on the detailing for the center. I make 2 snakes and put them together and twist them. Then I make a triangle for the heart and put a slit on one side, then shape it into a cute little heart. Now once I'm happy with the little details there, I take the hook and put some bacon bond in the center just to secure it a little bit more, and put the twisted snake there and make sure the seam will be in the same placement as the heart. Now just take your little heart and make sure it's centered right there, right on top of the seam, so you can hide it. Now we're going to make 2 balls. One of them is larger than the other, and we're going to slightly flatten it into discs, but you don't want them too flat, you want them kind of thick because we're going to press down on them a little bit more. Put a little bit of bacon bond and place the larger disc on top, and then put the smaller one on top of that one. And then we're going to take the hook and lightly press down. We're going to take our letter stamp and stamp the end with the proper hook size and do some slight detail work to make sure everything's the way we want it. Now bake your clay and follow the instructions on the packaging, and when it's all done we can just put glaze on it really quick and then you let it dry. Here's a little stand I made for one of my crochet hooks, and you're all done. Alright guys, if you make a crochet hook, please share a photo with me on Instagram, and use my hashtag heartsprinkleinspired. Now, if you guys want me to make other videos like this, click that like button. And if you have a request on themes and whatever else you'd like me to make, just write a comment down below and let me know. Here's some more examples of the crochet hooks I've already made. Now the heart centers is my signature. That's why you see it on a lot of my hooks. If you follow me on Instagram, check out my other projects I've made and let me know if you want videos on those too, guys. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!